We're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Amazing. Hello, everyone. Hi, hi, hi.
Right. If you don't know, 5 minute warning prior to Q1 will be provided, which could
That's not a
be
good sign.
in 2 hours.
3 hours.
Who knows? Um, Hi, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear us because every time we do, it normally fails. But if you aren't watching, it's very, 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 very wet. And it
It
looks
is
like this could
soggy.
be quite a while yet. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's looking mega wet. I mean, we saw the F3 race earlier, which had the start delayed, and then they went out and did, I think it was 2 or 3 formation laps, came back, delayed. Eventually, they got a race, which is great. But yeah, the weather forecast today is like torrential rain pretty much all day. But as you know, with Spa and other circuits, sometimes half of it will be raining and the other half will be nice and dry and sunny. So
Lovely stuff.
anyone's guessed.
I'm just gonna I'm getting the timer ready, but I mean, this is very premature and ambitious because well they did the F3. Did you watch the F3 earlier? It was
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'm surprised they ended up running in that. It was pretty extreme.
It was very wet, and I mean it's natural to get a bit anxious anyway when there's conditions like that, especially though at a circuit like Spa. It's been a circuit where we've seen quite a few nasty accidents over the last few years, even as much as yesterday, and that was only a little bit of light drizzle. And we had 6 of the W Series cars go off at Eau Rouge and Radion. So yeah, seeing these torrential conditions, obviously, the drivers are, they're made to be able to race in these kind of conditions and have tires on the cars that are suitable for these weather types. But still, I think maybe it's a natural instinct to be slightly nervy when you see weather conditions like that at a circuit like this.
Yeah, not great. The W Series crash was pretty scary, and that's
Oh, it's
coming off the
awful.
back of the Spa 24 crash as well, which our buddy Jack's still recovering from. There's been far too many incidents there, and they can change it. They don't need to ruin the corner or anything. It just, and apparently they are, aren't they? They're changing the runoff area for bikes, which will
Yeah,
be
so
better
they
for
want to
cars as well.
host. Yeah, they want to host some international motorcycle racing, which they're going to do. I think the first race is in June 2022, so next year. But in order, very similar to how in Formula One, you have to follow certain strict rules and guidelines to make sure that a track is grade one ready, which means it's suitable for F1. International motorcycle racing has to do the same and follow FIM. And yeah, they've basically said that they're going to be adding gravel traps to places like Radion, and extending the runoff area as well. So there are some changes coming along, but not this weekend,
Because
which
it's
is a bit
not, yeah, because it's
too
not
soon.
even people getting sort of arsy, I guess. It's not necessarily the case where you have to completely butcher a rouge. They don't have to do a hairpin or anything like that. It's just a case of
No,
the runoff is not sufficient because it kind of tightens, doesn't it? And the problem is that cars, even if they go off, they're hitting a runoff area and then bouncing back onto the track. And there's not really many places for people to go. So hopefully, well, that's the dream, isn't it? That they can just sort that out, and then the track doesn't have to be affected. Because I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say that it's a track that everybody loves.
God, yeah, I absolutely love this circuit. I was very lucky to be able to go to Spa for the F1 in 2015, and yeah, it's just absolutely magical. But it is a circuit that is in need of some TLC at the moment. I think you shared on social media a few months ago that there was really heavy downpour, and the circuit was pretty much flooded. Tunnels were ruined and collapsed, and they had to have a lot of work put in to make it ready for these kind of races. But hopefully, there's a lot of love and care being shown towards Spa at the moment, and it will be able to remain part of the calendar for many, many years to come.
Let's hope so. Because we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose circuits like Spa, do we?
No, I could think of nothing worse than losing a circuit like Spa or something else as historic as that, because there aren't really many circuits on the calendar still left where Formula One have been there for such a long period of time. Obviously, places like Monaco and such like that, but
Everyone's favourite, Monaco.
Everyone's favourite. Exactly.
It's all right. Matt's not here. We're allowed to praise Monaco.
Exactly. Yes, we should probably address the lack of Matt, because I know quite a few people are probably tuning in wanting to see his lovely face, but he is on holiday. Lucky son of a
gun.
Yeah, that's the one.
Keep it PC.
Very lucky. Yep, I gotta keep it PG-13. But yeah, he's on holiday, so I think he's coming back tomorrow, maybe, or tonight, or something like that. So he'll be back for Internet's Best Reactions, not to worry. But Tommy and I are on podcast duties after this, so that's going to be interesting. Let's hope that qualifying wraps up like before 6 p.m. this evening or something. Otherwise, we're going to be sick of each other.
Do these guys display the qualifying? No, we don't. We'd have a lot more than 1,500 people watching if we were streaming F1 qualifying on YouTube. We'd be doing something very wrong and we would be kicked out. So yeah, there's no qualifying at the moment, for people wondering. We are just chatting
Rubbish
for a long time. Why is there 2 Verstappens on Matt's prediction? Why is there 2 Verstappens on Matt's prediction? Because I didn't edit it properly. Let me do that now. What was Matt's prediction? Hamilton. That's why.
Have you not heard the news? Jos Verstappen is coming in as a replacement.
He's making a comeback.
He is
driving
exclusive
the
here
second Red Bull. That's why Matt's done it. Right. Replace that, and I'm hoping that will magically change now.
Okay. We shall see. I'm sure it'll be fine. But
if
well
that's
spotted by
magically changed.
everyone. I love how everybody's like, why is there 2 Verstappens? Not why has Matt put Norris P2 and Russell P5?
Yeah. He's put George Russell in 5th, and everyone's like, why is this? So I guess to go through the predictions. Oh, it has changed. Excellent.
It has.
Volume is lower on Tommy's side, I guess. I need to... Yeah, I think you can add a... I was meant to do this last time, and I'm looking desperately to try and get this sorted before. But you can add a... I'm going to try and sort it. You chat away while I'm going to try and sort the audio out, because I think you can boost the audio. I think
okay, well, one thing that somebody's commented on, I'm sorry I didn't see your username, but somebody's asked why Tommy's put Stroll in P2, despite the fact that Stroll and Bottas have got 5 place grid drops.
Oh, yes.
And that is because this is pre-penalties. So we're going to take a guess and say this is what we think the actual quick times will be, not with penalties applied, just in case. People are saying it's starting 12 past.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll predict things and then might not necessarily.
Yeah, I could say, oh well, I actually predict Lance Stroll for pole, but then I did it with the 5-second penalty on, so he's not in the top 5.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what we're like, guys, in trying to get every single like little point and little score points of each other as we can. That's why we try and keep our race predictions as vague as possible. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Looks like yet more rain on the way. I think that's just going to be a constant with this today. There's just going to be so much rain.
Yeah, it's been non-stop all day. I mean, this is classic Formula One that been waiting for so long to get a wet session, and then it finally rains and it's too wet that it's actually cancelled. Fun times.
Luckily though, if this is delayed further, or if obviously I hope there is no red flags during the session, because we want a nice clean safe session with everyone, but there is plenty to talk about, which is also great for a podcast which we're going to be doing later. So if you want to hear our thoughts on more things in F1 or submit any questions, as ever, just head over to the WTF1 Twitter account and ask questions in there. But yeah, we've had a fair bit of news. Should we start with some driver news and chat through that? We
shall also start with maybe that I have managed to get this filter to work, which boosts the volume. So hopefully,
Oh, amazing!
I need to do it to
when
you.
you said filter, I was like, oh god, like, am I going to have some sort of like Snapchat filter on me?
You've got bunny ears now. Let me know if this is any better, because I know last time people were complaining that we were a little bit quiet.
Okay.
So I'm just boosting our volume a
I
bit.
can shout. To be fair, I can move the mic closer to me.
No, you don't need to. I think you should be fine. I just needed to boost the old volume a bit, but hopefully that's helped.
Amazing.
But not like that.
No.
Okay, hopefully. Well,
I've got my orange. Well, this is the thing. These pillows
they're at the end of the pits.
Orange.
They're at the end of the pits.
Oh
it's
my
happening.
god, no! Who cares about pillows? Let's talk about
yeah,
Formula
let's talk
One.
about Formula One. I'll set the
okay.
timer, and we will actually get some running now.
Fast.
It is 18 minutes, isn't it? I always forget.
I think so. Yeah.
It's one thing, you know. There's certain
seconds.
things you really should know about Formula One, but you don't really pay attention. There's like so much to pay attention to, and qualifying has changed so many times in my lifetime that I just forget.
I forget you are 65 years old, so you've nearly been around as long as Formula One's been
Good
around.
God, the chat is going absolutely crazy, and I cannot read it. Right. It's happening. Here we go. It's starting shortly. We will let you know when it goes. We'll put the timer on so you can sync up to us, because we will be slightly delayed because there's a YouTube delay, and also because you're watching on Now TV, I believe. So
I am.
might be a few behind. At least you're not that far behind for some reason. Well, here we go. Cars are going.
Let's go.
Right. I will try and sync up the time when I see it. 17:40. Okay, 3, 2,
Awesome.
1, go. Right.
Lovely.
Hopefully that timer is on and working. Greek TV isn't broadcasting yet. Come on, they're going to miss a enthralling Nicholas Latifi outlap. They must be gutted. So Q1 underway. Max sat in the garage, just chilling. Looks like the Williams have gone out.
That's not gone out. Yeah, both
Who else have we
Mercedes are
got?
out. Norris is out. Gasly's gone out. Vettel's gone out.
Norris is out
Both
on
Haas
full
is out.
wets, but the Williams have gone out on inters. So we've got a mix.
A few people have gone
we've
out
got a
on-
mix
yeah.
of tyre strategy.
Hamilton's gone out
moment.
in full wets. Yeah, at the moment it literally looks like it's just the Williams that have gone out on inters, which is an interesting.
So we're going to
call.
get a Williams 1-2 early in the session, or they're both going in the barrier.
I love
Timer
the
stopped
optimism.
working. Why?
Have you come
Oh.
off it? This is what Matt does, doesn't he? He forgets sometimes and he comes off the.
Oh yeah. You
the
can't
thing.
even minimize it.
Oh.
How annoying is that? Timer. Um,
Timer and volume,
okay.
people are saying. I mean, I
Volume?
can shout louder. Yeah, volume. Somebody said about the volume.
Volume is bad or good?
I don't know. Let us know
If
how
you
the
say
volume is.
volume,
Yeah,
that
this
doesn't
could be
actually
too loud, could be too
even
quiet.
minimize it. How annoying is that?
Let us know.
Timer.
Timer, okay. Timer is at the Hass's pace. Love it. Volume low. Okay. Well, I can just shout a bit louder so people can hear me. But yeah, I'm afraid with volume and such, I don't really know what else to do apart from yell.
This could blow everyone's eardrums.
Oh god.
So
Other people are
RIP
saying volume are good.
headphone users. I'm going to try and put both your and my gain up. Let's have a go, see what that does.
Okay. Right. Well, Russell and Latifi have both gone to set their quick laps on their inters, which, like we said, I think they're probably the only guys out there that have gone out on the intermediates. Everyone's gone for full wet, so
they're either going to
how they
be
get
very
on.
quick or, I mean,
The time is gone completely now, Tommy. Did you know that? Off the screen.
The timer's gone. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, because... There we go.
Deep breaths, deep breaths. We'll get there. This is why we need Matt. Matt's so good at all of this stuff. He's a little tech guru.
I don't know about that.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'm trying to say nice things because he's not here. I don't want it to get back to him.
Okay, so Russell is looking... Well, it's not looking horrendous. Like, I think he'd know straight away.
He's going one-handed there.
I was going to say, one-handed through one of the corners. Like, I think you'd know immediately if he was on the wrong tyre, and it doesn't look like he's skating off the road. So let's see what his lap time is like compared to Norris, who's on the full wets. We haven't... Oh, there's a yellow in sector 2, and there's Latifi.
One
we
of the
said
Williams have gone off.
So it's obviously...
Luckily, he doesn't look like he's made contact with the wall. He's sort of just lost maybe the rear and spun in the grass. But...
So that's Latifi off. He's slowly getting back on track. I just jinxed
luckily,
it.
There's not much traffic. You did, Tommy, for God's sake.
I jinxed it by saying, "Oh, this looks like the right thing."
Time is still not there, by the way.
Time is still not there.
No. Oh, yeah. Latifi just had a bit of a wiggle and then just drove. Oh, my goodness. There's so much water in the grass. It's like he's driven through a swamp or something. But, I mean, I guess the water will stay in the grass if it's been raining. But, yeah, nice little water show that Latifi put on there by going through the grass.
Water show.
It's like, was that fountain out the front of Vegas?
Right. I'm really hoping this timer works now. Right, George Russell's gone quickest with
is literally blowing up.
a 2:11.
I am speed. It's not the case.
The problem is
Latifi with a 2:31. Woo! Mind you, Norris hasn't done much better. He's got a 2:16.
So Russell is quicker
13.
on inters. So I think we'll see.
Time is there. Okay.
I think we'll see people going for the inters then, if Russell's quicker. I mean, Hamilton might go quicker on the full wets now, but it's close.
Yeah, I mean, Gasly and Tsunoda both look pretty quick because Gasly's now just beaten Russell's time with a 2:10, and I think
Hamilton's
going to
do like a 2:10 as well.
Mm.
So it's very marginal. But if you think that Russell, I don't know how much it's raining, but if the track's going to get dry, you think Russell would, would kind of. Oh, Hamilton went off on his lap. So I don't know if that...
And he's still got a 2:10.
Yeah.
Unless... And so did... Is that a replay or has Bottas done the same? Yeah, Bottas has done exactly the same. Literally line for line as Hamilton did.
Finally, Bottas matches Hamilton and it's going off.
Yeah. Well, it's Valtteri Bottas's birthday today as well. I know that that might be of interest to some people.
That's probably why they didn't announce George this weekend. Didn't want to ruin his birthday.
Oh, imagine... Here you go, Valtteri. Here's your present. Just open it, and it's like George Russell's contract.
So Russell is absolutely flying.
Yeah,
so
he is.
It is the inters. That's what I was trying to say before I got distracted. That
sorry, mate.
The inters are only going to get better. Normally, you might see someone gamble on the inters in a race, and it takes a little while, but then they start second, third lap, get more confident. So that just shows to me that is easily the best tire to be on. 5.5 seconds quicker Russell's just gone than Verstappen. And
he's in P2. That's insane.
I'm going to fanboy a little bit here, but Max Verstappen, first lap on wets, everyone was doing the same time. Max went 3 seconds quicker on his first lap than anyone on their first lap, which is pretty impressive, I'm just going to say. But it doesn't matter because we've got a Williams 1-2.
Wow. It's everything we've ever dreamed of, Williams 1-2. They've come from Hungary
the session
after
ends
getting
now.
their points.
The session ends now and everyone mocking our predictions, going, what are you smoking? What are you on? And then it's a Russell Latifi 1-2 and we didn't even get it.
Unbelievable.
So at the moment...
But Perez is going to box and put on some inters.
everyone must do.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
So if anyone can't see the times, Russell's fastest with a 2:02. Latifi is 3 seconds off. Then you've got Lando who's 5 seconds off. Verstappen 5 seconds off, and then everyone else is 8 seconds off. So doesn't take a genius strategist.
Ooh. Everybody seems to be having little issues going around on
It
these
doesn't take a genius
formats.
to realise that this is going to be into weather.
Into weather.
Into weather.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that we haven't had such a long delay. And I don't know what the weather's going to do over the next 50 minutes or so, but it could be that the rain holds off for a little while, which would be nice because I quite like to get this wrapped up. As much as I'd love to sit and chat F1 with you all day. I mean, we have a podcast after this anyway, but
so there'll be plenty of chat.
Off. It's just misty.
Yeah, it looks still a lot of spray. The thing is, when it's a wet qualifying and a wet race, sometimes they just tiptoe around too much that it's not actually that exciting, whereas the changeable conditions are the thing that make it exciting. If you think of like Turkey, for example, you want the track to be changing constantly, and that's when you get these surprise results.
No, it's very true. Like we said with when it was wet last time in qualifying, we had Lance Stroll on pole, so anything is possible.
Exactly. That's what my prediction's going for.
On. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would just be Lance Stroll's luck that he puts it on the front row and then has a 5-second penalty. I swear.
Yeah.
But then shouldn't have been taken out of the drivers at the start of the Hungarian Grand Prix. So these things have consequences.
Exactly. It's going to be like a Schumacher all over again, where Lance will actually get pole, but it doesn't count as pole because he's got a penalty. It'd be like the Schumacher Monaco situation all over again. At least he's got a pole, so it's not like.
Yeah, that's very true. I still can't believe that somebody like Lance Stroll, as good as he is, but like he got a pole position before someone like, I don't know, Lando Norris or something like that. But hey, the Racing Point was quick towards the end of last year, wasn't it? So
it was. Lance is an unbelievable weather driver. I just wish I'd see more from him in dry conditions, because he has his moments where he really shines, and then other times he might just be completely like nowhere.
Yeah. JL108 in the chat said, are they showing the qualifying or are they just talking trash about it? We're just talking trash, my friend. So if you want to watch the qualifying, adios.
People are really missing the meaning of a watch-along.
Yeah, it's true. Right, let's see. There seems to be a fair bit of traffic coming up.
So there's 6 minutes to go, and currently the two Williamses are 5 seconds clear of the field. Ocon has just gone third.
He can't match them on his intermediates.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple. It's going to take a couple of laps for these guys to catch up. Here we see Mercedes doing a proper F1 style pit stop because they need to get out as soon as they possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they didn't have everything ready. Like they bought the tyres to Hamilton when he pulled into his pit box. Obviously, normally they've got everything there ready, but that was still a relatively like clumsy stop maybe for Mercedes. But I mean, nothing quite as bad as Germany 2019. So we're all
nothing will ever be as bad as that. Well, actually, it will because Bottas is.
Bottas Monaco,
where that took 2 weeks or whatever it was.
43 hours for them to get that off, which is just
so
ridiculous.
Ocon's still the only guy other than the Williams cars that have actually done like a proper lap on Inters. They are all on Inters now. But Sainz is going. That's over Giovinazzi. So there's only 5 minutes left of the session, which is.
This is going to be, we're going to get some big names knocked out, aren't we? You can just feel it. I mean, if both Williams, I'm not saying they're going to necessarily stay 1-2, but if they can stay sort of in that middle or top half, then we're probably going to lose some quite big names to this.
Yeah.
Which is worrying. But hey, that's the game. If you snooze, you lose. If you don't
So here we
go out,
go. Here are
the
big times are coming in now, just as I'm about to tweet that it's a Williams 1-2. Sainz has gone fastest. We're going to watch the Williams plummet down the order now. Oh, Sainz has only gone 0.0. That's very close. And Sergio Perez has done a 2:02 as well. So Ricardo
goes top.
fastest.
Yay!
So Russell's still only 0.09.
Same time.
Yeah, they're identical times. So no one's actually
identical times at top.
Flying. Leclerc's gone half a second quicker. There we go.
I wish they would allow Russell goes quickest with a 2-minute dead.
So Russell
and Lando Norris has gone fastest in Sector 1 and Sector 2.
So Verstappen's fastest now. Norris is absolutely flying. Here we go.
Flying. This has got to be top, surely.
Lando's gone a second clear of Verstappen in P1.
Very well done, Norris. That's fantastic. Hamilton's only going. He's not doing anything. He's not really improving in the. He's not going purples in Sector 1 or Sector 2, so he's not going to be anywhere near Norris's time.
There's going to be some big names.
Mm. Wow.
So it's a Belgium 1-2 at the moment. Norris and Verstappen, both half Belgian.
Yeah. They are.
Second home race.
Yeah. Sometimes honestly I forget about
more
Norris
pointless
being
facts
Belgian.
coming soon.
Yeah, well, hey, I love a good old pointless fact. So at the moment, with plenty of cars still on track to improve their times, Norris is at the top with Verstappen second. Russell is managed to cling on in third. Hamilton P4, Gasly P5, Leclerc P6, Bottas just pops it into P7, Ricciardo P8, Perez P9, and Sainz is P10. At the moment, at risk of elimination is Mick Schumacher, Stroll, Vettel, Alonso, and Mazepin, and that has changed.
Alonso needs to get out that drop zone. So does Stroll, because I predicted him second, and if he goes out at the start, that would be a peak Tommy Jinx. That would very much be.
It would. Well, Ocon's just managed to put it P9. Alonso P12, which could be better. Not gonna lie, that could be better.
Stroll's gone 9th, so not setting the world on fire. Latifi has dropped way down now. He's 14th.
Which is a great
So
shame.
who's at risk? Giovinazzi needs to pick up. Sonoda again needs to pick up. So Hamilton is now flying.
Latifi's put it P6.
He heard me say he was in trouble.
He did. He was like, oh no, put my foot down.
So 2 minutes to go.
Vettel's still...
Yeah, 2 minutes to go. This is just going to change constantly every second. So we'll do our best to keep an eye and tell you what's going on for those that aren't watching and are watching us for information. Oh, Hamilton has locked up.
Hamilton's locked up.
No, he's made it though.
Yeah, but
that was great driving. He let off the brakes and just let the wheel spin.
It goes P2.
So it didn't lock up. Yeah, exactly. Saved it. I think a noob driver there would have kept locking up, tried to slam the brakes on and gone straight on.
Yeah. That is why there's Hamilton as a 7-time world champion.
Oh, Hamilton fanboy even complimenting him when he makes a mistake. Bottas has gone 4th. He has remembered how to drive in the wet.
Congratulations, Bottas. Round of applause for you. Right,
so
Vettel's
here we go.
We've
got 50 seconds to go. Sebastian Vettel is currently last.
This is not great. He is on a lap, though.
He is. He's gone.
But it's nothing that's going to set the world on fire.
But
it looks pretty slow. I'm going to be honest.
Up.
We're on board with him now. He is.
He is up at the moment on Giovinazzi, so he goes 10th.
10th.
Now we've got Alonso at risk, who I also put in my top 5 prediction.
He's gone up to 12.
Oh,
Ricciardo's now at risk, which
it's going to be a battle between Alonso and Stroll at who goes out, isn't it now?
I swear, if Danny Rick isn't doing a brilliant time, I mean, this is in comparison to Norris, who is currently leading
Norris
the time
is
sheets.
flying. He's gone purple. Oh, no, he's gone purple in sector 1.
Yeah.
And he's gone...
But I'm a little bit worried about
green.
Ricciardo here because his lap isn't brilliant.
No.
Oh, please, Danny Rick. The timer's gone off. Oh, yeah. Right, here we go. The timer is gone. Ricciardo only manages 12th. Will he be able to hold on?
That's going to be...
It's tight.
That's going to be tight, yeah.
Yeah. Right, Verstappen goes
fastest.
quickest with a 1:58. Norris is on a really quick lap as well.
Yeah, Norris is going to go second here, if not first. Whoa! Half a second quicker than Verstappen.
Wow.
Tsunoda needs to improve. He is way down the order, and he does not. He's out again.
Tsunoda's out. Well, at least he kept it out the barriers, eh?
Yeah, God.
At least he got the car around in one
Kimi
piece.
Raikkonen is
only
behind
P19.
Mick Schumacher.
Wow.
Terrible.
Right, come on, let's see. We've got quite a few guys. So Giovinazzi stays in 16th, so he's out. So that's both Alphas out in Q1. Gasly P6 at the moment. Vettel's on his lap. He's at the moment in 11th. Let's see.
So everyone's safe unless the Haas put in an absolute worldie out of nowhere. So I think that's it. We've got 16th Giovinazzi, 17th Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher's 18th, Raikkonen is 19th, and Mazepin is 20th. That is pretty
But both Williams
poor.
through to Q2.
They are. They're 4th and 9th.
Amazing result for them. Brilliant. So, yeah. Oh, Vettel does improve. He goes P6. But like you say, that's not going to make much of a difference in terms of him getting knocked out or anything, because that's all been decided. So now it's just these guys trying to set in some quick times. But yeah, very good. Lucky from Alonso and Ocon, who are 14th and 15th respectively. So just missing out on...
So they've not done very well, despite me picking them up.
No, and to be honest, I thought Alpine would do quite well here because they did well here last year.
They did with
Ocon
skinny wing though.
Really well here before.
Maybe not in the wet.
That's true.
Maybe they're low drag. They need it to be dry. Maybe is what they were hoping for. So of course I predicted Alonso to do well. So Lando Norris is fastest.
Oh.
Could we? No, I'm not going to say it.
Don't start, all right? Or I'll come over there and turn your stream off. Amazing. Right, we've got an ad break here in the UK. So guys, put stuff in the chat and we'll read through them. Just a lot of love for Lando in the chat, which I'm going to be honest, I was expecting.
Can F1 ever go back to South Korea? Probably not. I imagine the circuit isn't in great condition. I don't actually know, but I mean, I don't think that part of the world are doing great with COVID either, so we shall. It's looking unlikely. I think it very much seems like Qatar is going to fill the void, isn't it, of that TBC race, and they've already chopped down one of the races. Which
I'm actually slightly relieved by, because 23 races is a lot. I know we all love Formula One and stuff, but when you're having to cover it, it's does leave you pretty exhausted. And I mean, we're not even on the ground, like the poor mechanics and caterers and everyone like that that's actually having to travel with it all and deal with the jet lag and time differences and stuff. It must be extremely difficult. So kind of glad for their mental sake that it's being cut down by at least one round, but it's still a record breaking season in the amount of races in a year. 22 is still a lot.
Yeah,
we've got Stephen in the chat who's asking, do you guys have a Spotify playlist for this? Which we don't have a Spotify playlist, but
we're on
have
Spotify.
A podcast.
Yeah, our podcast is on Spotify. I don't think anyone would want to listen to the music that I listen to, so no.
I think you have fairly good music taste.
Oh, thank you.
I know you have been influenced. Yeah, Matt's is just musicals. Like Matt's playlist is High School Musical.
If we did a joint playlist, it would be very random because it would be like there'd be me with like EDM and metal and stuff, and then there'd just be like High School Musical that Matt would put in and stuff.
Yeah, go from like some sort of screamo thing to "We're Soaring." Be very, very interesting office playlist if we ever had one. Right, let's have a look. Who is your favourite driver, Tommy? Somebody's asked.
I'm 100% impartial, but it is also 100% supportive. His name starts with an M and ends in Axe.
Nice.
What about you, Katie? Everyone always asks you, because I feel like me and Matt are maybe like more, I guess, more jokey with our love of Max and Charles Leclerc.
I don't really have a designated favorite driver. I have drivers that I like to see do well. People like Ricciardo, Ocon, I quite like, which I just feel like they're quite a sweet little duo. But I mean, I'm honestly happy with, I like most of the drivers, to be honest with you. Gasly,
I think Formula One is a sport where I think a lot of people, yes, there is a lot more tribalism now, and even though I have my favourites, I think the majority of Formula One fans just want to see things different. It's not that kind of sport where I imagine so many people, you don't have to be the biggest Ocon fan in the world, but everyone's just buzzing because you just want an exciting race, you want different winners, and I think a lot of people just support the sport first and then drivers, and I think a lot of people kind of feel that way.
Oh yeah, people are mentioning about Checo as well. I can't believe I forgot Checo on my list of drivers. I like Sergio Perez as well. So obviously happy that he got his contract extension for another year. To me, it seemed a bit like a no-brainer. Very much the same with Alonso's contract extension with Alpine. That I think going into 2022, teams are just going to be looking for that stability, aren't they? They're not going to want to have a new driver that's new to the car, and with all these regulation changes, having to battle not only getting used to a new car but also new regulations. Oh, my phone's going off. It's because WTF1 have just posted a photo on Instagram.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get the timer ready. I can't see the actual timer, but
it's not on
everyone
yet.
will
But the pit lane
me.
has opened. Right, let me have a sip of my drink. I've drunk all my tea, which makes me sad. I kept thinking that I'm gonna have to keep running off and making drinks for myself if we had a really delayed qualifying.
Yeah, I'm gonna jinx it now, but I thought we'd be here till about 5 p.m. talking not getting the final session, but so far it's going quite well.
It is.
I'd quite like it to stay. I'd quite like it to stay like this, so it gets to the point where the final session is
drenched.
Is like just to the point where slicks is a gamble, but do you gamble it, and then that's where you get like, someone like a Stroll or a Latifi or whatever just saying, you know what, why not? Let's go for slicks at the end, and then could end up having a massive advantage. I think it was one year here where the Force India almost put it on pole in a wet.
Was it Ocon that he got like P3 or something?
There was Ocon, but I remember Paul di Resta, of all people, almost.
Everyone's fave.
Right, timer is going. Yeah, Ocon was P3 in 2018, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or 2017, maybe.
And then he got.
No, 2017, because it was the year that they went into administration, came back, and then had like their fairy tale quali. And Ocon, let's not forget, was at that stage was hyped in the same way that like a Lando and a George. Oh, it was 2018.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then he got told, sorry, you don't have a... Wait, was it... He got told he didn't have a seat?
Oh, yeah, because Stroll bought the team.
Yeah.
Got ousted.
Oh, dear. Poor Ocon, He's had his fair share of bad luck, I guess you could say, but certainly not bad luck in Hungary, I can tell you that for sure.
Yep.
Right, let's have a look and see
what
the guys are saying in the chat. Russell and Latifi front row. I said that, I was like, I've said that really weird. I hope nobody picks up on it. Latifi front row is asked by Foxy the Ninja 31. I like your optimism. Stranger things have happened in Formula One. There we go. Let's have a look.
So at the moment, if anyone's wondering, I don't think anyone's on or are they on a hot lap? It's doing that thing where we don't see anyone doing a lap. Here we go. Right. Finally, we're seeing people on a lap. So we've got Lando on the intermediates.
Mm-hmm.
He has gone purple, of course he has, because he's the first car out.
This is going to be a good session.
So I guess the big shocks would be Williams getting into Q3. I mean, I'd love to see Latifi get into Q3, I'll be honest.
Yeah, me too. I think that would be awesome.
That'd be a great story.
I'm enjoying all the comments in the chat now of people saying Latifi or Latifi.
So yeah. Fishy Keller all over again.
It really is. Don't get me started. I have a thing with pronouncing people's surnames. I just really struggle because I really want to get it right. And then my brain's just like, nah, babes, that's not happening. So I normally always
Lando
get
got a bit
wrong.
On the curb there, lost it a little bit, but still looking like a great lap.
Yeah.
I love this track. It's just wonderful.
It's amazing. Vesti in F3, he was saying that when he describes the feeling of driving a car, like a single-seater car, and, you know, the thrill and excitement you get from it, he pictures himself driving at Spa to sort of summarize that experience. And yeah, I can see why, because it just looks phenomenal. I mean, I know we say it every year on the TV presenting things and stuff, but you really can't grasp how steep Eau Rouge is until you're actually there. Like, it's just phenomenal.
It's mad.
I imagine, like, you know, sometimes when you're in your car and you go like up a hill or down a hill and you feel it in your stomach. I've always wondered if the drivers get that in the car.
I did a passenger lap, and when we went up there, it really, like, it did. It was like a roller coaster. My stomach kind of
that's so
hit
cool.
the floor and then hit me in the face.
Oh dear, well, that's unfortunate.
So Norris is quickest. Gasly currently second. Russell P3. So Russell's gone quicker than Ricciardo and Sainz. Ocon's not had a great lap. Leclerc's done a great lap in third. So still no time from Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez, Bottas. Here we go. So Vettel, Alonso's. Sebastian Vettel's just gone P2.
Good lap that's from a pleasant surprise.
It is a surprise.
He's still got his rainbow helmet, which is great.
Alonso is not having a great session.
No, he's just gone and started a new lap. So
Verstappen's gone P2, still behind Norris. So Norris is actually in the mix for pole here, which is insane.
He is. Matt has done a rather good prediction, I will say that much, for putting him in P2. I mean, I would love it if Norris could get pole, because not just because it's Lando Norris, but
you having that variety different, and having you want different.
Yeah, exactly. You just want a bit of variety, right?
So Hamilton's finally on a fast lap. It's him and Bottas, the last two drivers to set a fast lap.
Yeah, and Hamilton's gone quickest in the first sector. We're about to see where he's gone for the second sector.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Just green. So he's,
Hamilton's way down. Must have run wide, maybe. He's 2.9 seconds behind Norris, unless he's going for 2 runs, like building into it. Yeah, he's backed off.
Yeah. So we're in Q2 at the moment for people asking in the chat if they want to know what session we're watching. So yeah, Sainz pits as well. And I imagine we're going to see quite a few other drivers pit before they do their final runs.
Lando launching it over the curbs. Nice slow-mo replay.
I love all these slow-mo replays, and you can, like you say, just see them like proper throwing these cars around these corners. It's just awesome.
I absolutely hated
so cool.
that corner when they first introduced it, but it has been great for overtaking. So
yeah, we'll allow it.
We'll allow it. I love the odd bust up.
Oh my gosh!
So
honestly,
Hamilton
the
is
speed
now...
that these drivers take Eau Rouge at is ridiculous.
So yeah, amazing. Hamilton 11 seconds off, Bottas 14 seconds off. So they're obviously building, doing a lap first, sussing out the conditions, and then going quick. Not really quick though. It's up on Sainz. Hamilton's actually gone slower than he did on his Saita lap.
Yeah, that's odd. So we've got 7 minutes to go until the end of Q2. At the moment, the standings are Norris at the top with a 1 minute 57, Verstappen P2, Vettel P3, Gasly P4, Perez P5, Leclerc P6, Stroll P7, Russell P8, Ricciardo P9, and Carlos Sainz in P10, who've just come out on an outlap. So that means in the elimination zone is Latifi, Ocon, Alonso, Hamilton, and Bottas. But that's
going to change very soon.
Yeah. Yes, because we've got both Mercedes out on the track and probably both Alpines as well. So we'll see. I've got a feeling that Latifi won't make it through to Q3, but
no, I don't think he will.
We can pray. We can hope and pray, because that would just be so
These
cool.
conditions at the moment, I mean, that looks almost dry in sector. Then it does change again. I reckon if it stays like this, I think we could see slicks in the final in the final session, which would actually be quite exciting because it's going to be a big gamble. So Hamilton's going to cross the line now, and I'm going to say he's going to go 7th. What a prediction!
You jammy thing. That was great.
Bottas 9th, so they're not.
They're not doing
They're not flying then, are they? Ocon goes. No. Oh wow, 14th.
14th. That's rubbish.
I think Alpine were probably really banking on a dry session here.
Ricciardo, that's not good. Ricciardo's.
He just.
Oh my goodness, Ricciardo rides the curb.
Yeah, he just doesn't look confident in the car at all, does he?
This is honestly breaks my heart.
It goes 5th.
I mean, he still puts it P5. That's not bad, but he just really hasn't seemed to get to grips with that.
Alpine looks green from that camera.
It doesn't it? I just thought that. Yeah, that's a weird camera shot. I was like, have they suddenly gone through?
15th. Come on.
Oh, this is not good for Alpine.
Okay.
You're just saying that because of your prediction.
So the Alpines, not having a good day. Stroll's not having a good day either. The wet weather master that I've hyped up to no end.
Yeah, you have. This is your fault.
It is all my fault.
Verstappen goes quickest in the middle sector.
So Bottas is now in the elimination zone with 4 minutes to go.
Verstappen beats Norris' time. Yes. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Sergio Perez puts it in P3. And at the moment, Hamilton 9th and Bottas in 11th, which, like you say, is in the elimination zone. So, not a great birthday present. And don't forget, Bottas got a 5-place grid drop as well, as has Stroll, who's currently P7. So, maybe Bottas is like, well, I'm going to get a 5-place grid drop anyway. I won't bother. I won't try, but we know that's not how races work.
Leclerc and Sainz could be about to drop Hamilton and Bottas into the elimination zone with the one run left to go. Oh, he's got massive moment into the bus stop. It's looking treacherous out there. Like, it looked difficult to control. I guess they're trying to find the speed. So Sainz goes 7th. Leclerc. Mercedes are doing another race-style pit stop to get back out. I think the cars just want to be on track because the conditions are changing all the time.
Well, let's see who is going to improve. So Norris has come out for an lap, as has Vettel and Gasly. Bottas, Latifi, Hamilton, Russell, all on outlaps. This is going to be very interesting.
This is literally going to be last across the line, gets faster, has the best conditions.
Yeah. Guys, in the chat, what do you think? Do you think Mercedes are going to make it through, both Mercedes, or who are you thinking are going to be in the elimination zone?
I think both Alpines, Latifi, Stroll, and Ricciardo. What about you?
I mean, Ricciardo's not on track. Oh, no, he's going for his outlap now. Oh, that's going to be close.
Let's have your 5 drop zone prediction.
Alonso, Ocon, Latifi, and then I will guess...
Stroll.
Stroll and Russell. I mean, that's literally almost pretty much.
Yeah. So very similar to mine, but I reckon Russell.
Sorry,
might
I promise I'm
through.
not copying you.
No, it's all right. There's only a certain number of names to pick from, isn't there?
Yeah, it's true. I think Verstappen's not going to make it through. Norris is not going to make it through.
If that happens
I'm joking,
now.
by the way, chat. If people's just please don't promise me, chat, that you won't crop
Cancel
that if
you.
that does happen. No, don't. In other news, this circuit to me looks like a glue gun, and I want to know if other people can see this.
Yes, 100%. It looks like an Uzi, it does look like a very,
like a little crafty glue gun. So, that's not going to be good for the Alpine.
That's a block.
I mean, Vettel's gone quickest
purple.
in the first sector,
so
but
this
then
is going to be
cut up an Alpine on his way. So, go on, Sebastian. This could be a very tasty lap if he can pull it all together. Let's see how he's getting.
This is exactly what I said might happen. It's going to be dry by the time we get to Q3, and it's going to be last across the line, has the best conditions, because I mean it looks almost dry out there. Vettel's going to be going fastest here.
Oh my goodness me.
I reckon someone might try slicks. Well, they're definitely going to be trying slicks at this rate.
Yeah, what for Q3? Yeah. Well, let's see. This is going to be a very quick lap from Seb. Why can't we see what other people are doing?
I know. This is the worst thing about F1. They always... Hamilton's in the drop zone. Like, there must be a better way to show more people on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. When I say Hamilton goes quickest, I meant to say Hamilton goes quickest in Sector 1.
So Hamilton's...
Not just generally, but...
So Vettel goes second. Hamilton's going to be going fastest, so he should be easily fine unless he makes some sort of mistake. There goes the timer. Right, Stroll is going to be out here because he's gone 9th. He's not improved, so he must have made a mistake.
So at the moment, as it stands, he'll be starting P14, if my maths is correct.
Yeah, Verstappen hasn't improved, gone first. Perez P3. Vettel has had a stonking lap to get in P2 there. But Hamilton is about to go fastest. Latifi has gone P7.
Oh my goodness. Nicholas Latifi, you little beauty.
But everyone's now going to improve.
Yeah.
Norris goes fastest by half a second.
Beautifully done.
Russell 5th.
Russell P5.
Yeah, this is just going to be... everyone's going to be improving now. Sainz is at risk. Sainz is going out here. Hamilton's going to go fastest. Second for Hamilton behind Norris. Gasly's going to improve, surely. Yeah, P3.
P3? Wow.
Bottas.
Sainz is out.
Yeah.
Come on, Ricciardo. Where are you? Where are you, mate?
Ocon 9th.
Ocon P9. So Latifi's not made it through.
In trouble. Both Ferraris.
What is going on here, guys?
What is going on with Ferrari? Sainz has aborted his lap, so Sainz is out.
Yeah, Sainz is out.
Leclerc goes...
P5?
Oh, Leclerc's not improved. Both Ferraris.
Oh, no, he's at risk.
Oh, no, sorry.
Ricardo.
Yeah, that's...
Ricardo.
Yeah,
Ricardo pushes Leclerc out. Wow. So Ricardo makes it through. So let's have a rundown of all the times.
Alonso. Oh my word. Alonso and Stroll are 14th and 15th after I put him in the top 5.
Goodness.
Oh my word.
It's okay, Tommy. You went ambitious. It's fine. So at the end of Q2, the running is Norris quickest again. Hamilton P2, Bottas P3, Gasly P4, Verstappen P5, Vettel P6, Perez P7, Russell P8, so he makes it through to Q3 again, Ricciardo P9, and Ocon P10. And then out, investigated. Oh, they've just cut to a shot. It said one of the Ferraris is going to be investigated.
I wonder if that's blocking.
Yeah, I think that might have been Sainz. So yeah, we've got both of the Ferraris out in Q2, which is far from ideal for the Ferraris.
Oh dear.
F1 have decided not to update their live leaderboard, so I can't tell you. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so Leclerc P11, Latifi P12, Sainz P13, Alonso P14, and Stroll P15. But he will start at the back because he has a 5-place grid drop.
Wow.
Not ideal.
Norris and Russell, Matt's prediction. It's looking quite good now.
I am angry. If Matt actually gets this, then
he's not going to be. He's going to be gutted though, because he's not going to be here to gloat about it.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Oh dear.
So, predictions so far. Then, I'm such an idiot. Every time I don't predict Norris, he almost gets pole.
Yeah.
Every time I just ignore him from my predictions. Red Bull Racing have just tweeted, "It is raining in the pit lane."
Oh
dun,
no!
Dun, dun. That's probably. Ooh. Just when we thought.
Just when you thought it was over. Yes. In the chat, let's see. Mark has said Gasly is faster than both Red Bulls. This is true. He was faster.
Wow. Yeah.
But AlphaTauri is looking, I was going to say looking quite speedy, but then Tsunoda did go out in Q1. Yeah. But Gasly is like a quali master. Like he's done such an amazing job in qualifying this year that putting him in a top 5 prediction isn't really much of a bold move anymore. Yeah,
exactly. Gasly and Norris just seem two guys that are just completely at one with their car and team and are just thriving.
Russell better than both Ferraris. Crazy. Right, guys, put in the chat who you think is going to get pole. Do you think
I really thought it was going to be slicks for Q3, but it's raining again. Oh, it's raining heavy in the pit lane, according to McLaren.
Q3 will start at
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock
so
local
3
time,
minutes.
which is in 3 minutes.
That gives me time to go to the toilet and for you to.
Oh no, you're not going to leave me on my own.
I am. So you've got to fill for about a minute.
Okay,
goodbye.
That's cool. We can do that. Goodbye. Right, guys. So, who do you think is going to get pole? Let's have a look through the chat. Tom, Lando, Norris. That's who he thinks. Lots of people think Max and Lando. Lots of. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting it to go this quickly through. Russell for pole says Thunderbolt 529. We've got Hamilton. Lots of people still believing in Hamilton. Craig says that he thinks Max is going to be on pole. It's midnight in Australia. Wow. You guys, honestly, I feel bad when it's like a race is on at 4, 5 p.m. in the evening. So you Australians, you're hardcore. Right, let's go through. Lots of Lando. Russell, that would be the story of the season if George Russell managed to get pole here in Spa. Somebody's put Danny Boy. At least there's somebody out there that's got faith still in Daniel Ricciardo. Gasly pole confirmed, says Radius. Oh my goodness. Loads of people predicting Tommy for pole position, which would be quite an achievement. I'm enjoying some of the spam comments in here as well. We've got somebody called Haircut that thinks Jenson Button will be on pole. Or Fabio says Nico Rosberg. Absolutely amazing. It's 2 a.m. in New Zealand.
Well done.
Wow. I just literally was reading through the chat and wasn't expecting it to go so quickly. And then we started talking about that it's 2 a.m. in New Zealand. Yeah.
That is, people are so like dedicated
They're
to
so
F1.
hardcore. Yeah.
People in the UK moaning when one session is at like 6 a.m. in the UK.
I know. I was really like for selfish reasons, and I probably shouldn't admit this, but when Japan was cancelled, obviously I'm gutted because I love Suzuka, but I was like, well, at least that means I don't have to get up at 2 a.m. for like FP1 and 5 a.m. for FP2.
When I went to Japan a couple of years ago, obviously being an F1 fan, still watched the race, but it was on I think it was 2 a.m. Monday morning, which was really strange. And you just think like people are doing that for 12 of maybe even like 15 of the 22 races. It's fair play to you all.
I give you a little virtual award. Oh, here's Stroll's radio. Find out why. Oh,
Lots of
That
swearing.
is a lot of bleeping.
Lots of swearing. I think he
Wow.
said, "Can't believe Tommy predicted and cursed me for P2."
I hate him. He's a beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I'm going to be really like, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I think Lance Stroll's racing helmet is so boring. Like, it's the same color as the car. Like, come on, be a little bit more imaginative. I was saying the other day, and sorry if there's any Lance Stroll fans or Canadian fans in the chat, but Lance Stroll has the personality of like a brick.
Katie Rant's not expecting this.
Yeah. But like, I was just watching, he did an interview with lovely Lawrence Barretto, and oh no, I think it was Will Buxton actually, and I was like, hi Lance, how was your summer break? And Lance was like, yeah, it was okay. And he's like, all right, and what about this? And like, his answers are just so short and blunt. And I know that when Kimmy does it, everyone's like, oh, Kimmy, but like, come on, Lance.
Yeah.
Just get some personality from like deep down in your stomach and bring it up, please.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a lovely guy.
Oh,
Maybe
I
just
didn't.
doesn't
Timer. What an idiot.
Okay. Anyway, sorry for the rant, guys. Let's get back to quali. Get back to this crazy Q3.
2, 1, 0. There we go. Oh, that's gonna. There we go. Right. Oh wow, they're rushing around.
Ooh,
So is
they
it
are.
full wets?
What's it going to be?
Full wets. They're changing, aren't they?
Do you think?
Full wets. Well,
Yeah.
let's see what it is. Reveal.
Unless they could
reveal.
have gone for slicks and.
They want to be out
Please,
now,
come
though.
on.
They want to be out. They want to be getting because this could be the best conditions.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Everyone,
Is anyone?
Come on,
Is
somebody
anyone
give us
out?
a little flash or something. Well, apparently Norris. Yeah, apparently quite a few drivers are out according to the graphic. Yeah,
Well,
Norris
if it gets
is out.
worse,
Gasly, Vettel,
this could
Russell,
be
Ricciardo,
Norris.
off gone out.
This could be Norris pole. If,
Yeah.
like,
So Norris has gone out in a full wet tyre. Let's have a look. So yeah, Lando's on full wets. George has gone out in inters. No, that can't be right. Surely not.
this could be the pole right here. Like this could be the lap you need.
Oh my goodness. I can't deal with the stress. Quite a bit of aquaplaning.
I reckon this is getting red flagged, isn't it?
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's only so much we can talk about. I've already
This is
said the
getting
circle
red
looks like a
flagged
glue gun.
any
That's
moment.
all my
Oh,
content.
look at
Go
that!
on.
You can't see
Oh
anything.
my goodness, yeah.
This is getting red flagged, surely.
I really hope it doesn't take somebody to end up in the barriers for them to. I mean, look at the amount of water that's
You
coming out of
can't
those tyres.
see.
I know that's what they're designed to do, but come on, that's ridiculous.
Nah, that's too much.
It's too dark.
Surely he's just going to aquaplane straight off it.
Oh, come on, we want to see what he's doing.
He's off.
I wanna see these trees. Oh my god!
Yeah, they need to
my
stop.
god!
I can't believe they've. I knew that. I said that
Red
was going to
flag straight
happen.
away. Yeah,
I said
why?
that was going to
Oh.
happen. As soon as he went up over Rouge, you're like, surely he's just going to aquaplane straight off.
Oh my god! I hope Lando's
my
alright.
Goodness me.
That is
so
ridiculous.
poor.
Come on. And
They should have read.
where
We
he
said
crashed,
that as
and he crashed and smashed right back onto the racing line in the
Racing
track,
line
and that's
again.
what the problem is. That's exactly the problem with Eau Rouge and Radeon. What's it going to take for the FIA to freaking do something? Come on, that is just not cool.
that's just awful.
Oh my gosh, one of the cars has driven back to check if he's all right. I wonder if that's Seb.
It is Seb.
Yeah, it's got to be Seb. Yeah, because of shit. Oh, sorry, excuse my language.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry. Oh wait, radio from.
yeah, he's all right. Okay.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Whew.
I mean, it's at least he's speaking and stuff. But I mean, we can't forget that sometimes these drivers, they've got so much adrenaline going through them. I'm not trying to scare anyone or anything like that, but until we see him out the car and he's given the okay by the medical team.
Oh
God,
my word! That was
not
like
nice.
that was so inevitable.
Yeah, it really
I
was.
was like, as soon as you saw the shot of the trees, I was like, well, he's just going straight into the barrier there because the.
In many ways, I'm quite glad that those trees were in the way because that would have been an almighty crash to have witnessed. That's not okay though. Come on.
That was so predictable. Like as soon as you saw,
he's getting out the car.
He's holding his arm. I hope he's all right. He's out of the car. Thank goodness for that. I can't. When he was going down the main straight, you just say cancelled. Like that is when you put the red flag out. That was so obviously going to happen.
That was just come on, race director and race control. I mean, we've never driven F1 cars in our life, and you could tell.
You knew that was going to happen.
You were saying half a lap beforehand. You were saying, when's this going to be red flagged? I mean,
there's so.
Vettel,
there's no way he's making that corner.
I really don't
speed.
Want to watch this on board.
Yeah, aquaplane off.
Oh Jesus! Come on, that is not.
Yeah.
There's
he was never getting. He was never making that.
And thank God there was not another car coming up that at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what has happened in previous years, and drivers haven't walked away from it. I mean, come on, that's unforgivable.
That's exactly what happened with the W Series.
Yeah.
Going off there, in those conditions, you just have no grip. You slide off when you're hitting that. Oh, that is a nasty crash.
That looks big shunt.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, you know, these cars are built to withstand big impacts. Obviously, nobody wants to see it happen, but the cells that they've got, the cars are based around are tough. Yeah, they're incredibly tough, and mean, you know, all the important bits are protected and stuff like that. But still, I mean, come on, that's like worst case scenario. Yeah. And like we said, it's the case. It's hitting the barrier and there being no runoff there. But then the fact that he's now not got control of his car and he's spun onto the track.
I can't.
Thankfully, there's no other cars doing another lap behind him, because they would have all been, like you say, almost, it could have been the best conditions of the time so far. So people went out. Lando is very, very lucky there that there was nobody immediately behind him. That's just made my blood boil. It really has. Why have they not red flagged that soon? Oh, look at Seb. He's come up alongside and given him the thumbs up. Honestly, Sebastian Vettel is such a gentleman.
Gotta love him. He's like, I don't know, he's just like, every weekend there's something wholesome from Vettel.
He's just such a good human being, isn't he? I mean, obviously, I wonder... Has Seb? Do you think Seb has come through that then, or do you think he's seen it on TV and like reversed back? Crikey! I mean, let's have a look at seeing what the chat's.
So what's
Katie? Let's go and murder Massey. Somebody said. I'm not quite at that extent where I'm going to do that. I'm just cross at that's been allowed to happen, because we were literally saying seconds before that this should be red flagged. Come on.
Yeah, nasty.
Timer is still going, but that's not really number one priority at the moment. We can always stop the timer and go back. But what a disappointing way to end what could have been an outstanding quali if it was handled responsibly.
And a Lando Norris pole, like, could have happened.
Yeah, exactly. Fastest in both sessions before that. Oh dear. Somebody said, I punched my TV when I saw Lando's car was totaled. That's Hyper N4D3. So I think there could be a Lando Norris fan with a username like that. But right, let's have a look at Seb then. So Seb is coming up to Eau Rouge, and he can see the red flags on the side. So yeah, he's taking Eau Rouge incredibly slow pace, as you would expect with the red flags. And apparently Sebastian Vettel's been on the radio saying, what did I say before visiting Lando?
Yeah, apparently Lando and Vettel were both on the radio saying it should be red flagged.
Unbelievable, man. Come on. That's just unforgivable, isn't it? Well, that's a bit of a... Well,
I mean, when you've got people as uneducated as me watching at home going, he's about to aquaplane straight into Eau Rouge, it's so predictable that's going to happen, and then he does it, and thank God, you know, he's all right and walked away from it. But when we can see it from watching it on TV at home, how the stewards and race direction can't go, nah. Oh, here's Vettel again.
Yeah. So if you can't hear that, to repeat what Vettel was saying,
What the F did I say?
Yeah, what the F did I say? Red flag. Bless him. Yeah. Well, I'm sure with a shunt of that size that Norris will be taken to the medical centre and given checks over. Like you say, he seemed to be holding his arm, which, I mean, he didn't. Did he take his hands off the steering wheel in time?
Oh,
he looked to have his hands fairly close to the steering wheel, which is not a good thing. So hopefully, maybe just where he's got dark gloves on or something, it wasn't too visible. But
this is just like, yeah, you don't want a massive pylon, but just this stuff just seems to happen far too much now that didn't before, and it's like, why?
Yeah, because it's nothing to do with Lando's driving ability. It could very much have been Lando got through that fine, and Seb was the one that aquaplaned. You know, it's nothing on driver talent. Exactly the same as with W Series yesterday, like the accident that we had there. All of those drivers are phenomenal drivers. You know, somebody like Beitske-Visser, who's the one that ended up being in hospital for the longest. She finished second in the championship last year, nearly winning. But Jamie Chadwick in the end took the championship crown. Like, these drivers know what they're doing. Yeah. It's not a case of them not being educated enough to do whatever. Like, at the end of the day,
and you trust the conditions of like a race director says you've got to go out and do the lap. Like, you're putting your trust. Oh, sorry, I realised the time was still on. You've just. Yeah, you're putting a lot of trust in the race direction, because at the end of the day, you're just going, well, they think it's fine, and I'll judge it as much as I can. But that's a big one.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did take his hands off the steering wheel. But right, I feel like let's have people got questions in the chat that maybe is a little bit more upbeat than talking about Lando, because obviously we're all concerned for his safety, but this is probably going to be red flagged for quite a long time.
Yes.
Let's have a look. People joking that the FIA are going to give Seb a penalty. Oh dear. Never nice to look in a garage when an incident like that happens.
No.
Or that we get live FIA reaction to the accident. I've never seen that before. Michael Massey thinking, uh-oh, what have I done? I can hear you rewatching it.
I just watched it back, and I did say, surely he's just aquaplaning straight off at Eau Rouge, and then we both go,
Tommy! For God's sake.
Oh
right,
dear.
Strongest in Q3. Is that him or is that the team? Well, I don't think it's the team. I could be wrong here, but I mean, if Sebastian Vettel manages to get through, and like we said, Stroll is a great wet weather driver, so perhaps that was just a case of things not lining up, stars not lining up, or people asking, is it going to be cancelled this session?
Well, it depends on the weather, really.
Yeah. If the rain gets any heavier. Yeah. But I mean, it could be that we wait. We could be waiting 30 minutes. We could be waiting 40 minutes. We could be waiting an hour for qualifying to resume. They'll want to get it wrapped up today. Obviously, there is other stuff happening after this. We've got W Series race, which was meant to be happening at 1:30, which obviously won't happen. And an F3 race later this evening.
I mean, it's looking pretty dark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a meteorologist, but that weather is looking pretty drizzly and pretty grey.
Yeah, that's... I
mean, we'll have to wait and see to do with Norris's condition as well, because it could be, if he has hurt his arm, that he might have to stay out tomorrow. Obviously, hoping that's not going to be the case. But in terms of who reserve drivers are, I can tell you.
They won't be
who the
able
reserve
to
driver
race,
is.
I don't think.
Oh no, because I think they have to compete in a quali.
Yeah.
Oh, so they won't race.
No. I mean, is it Van Dorn?
I think, and the chat might not like this. Yeah,
it's Paul de Resta, isn't it?
Van Dorn, Nick de Vries, or Paul de Resta. Yes. So
wow.
Van Dorn is there in Spa though. I've seen him there, so it would be likely be that he'd return to McLaren. But hey, let's not speculate too much. Hopefully Lando is fine and he'll be okay to race tomorrow if the car is fixed as well in time. But let's listen. Well, we can't listen in, but lots of drivers speaking to the media now as they've finished their quali sessions. People like Sainz.
I think this is going to be like. This is just going to be another sort of massy pile-on from the drivers and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
And you can't really blame them.
No.
Because they're the ones that are risking their lives at the end of the day, so... and there'll be some people that... Like, yes, accidents have happened in the past and it is part of F1, but... I know it's very easy in hindsight, but... There's been it just feels like there's so many of these incidents that could have been avoided. And it's just happening more and more.
Yeah, I mean, like we say, it's good that the men and women who work tirelessly around the clock to make sure our sport is safe, whether that's people that are helping create these survival cells that are in the F1 cars, the marshals that are standing trackside, medical teams, you know, everyone who's working to make our sport safe. But it can't be that every time we go to Spa, regardless of the series, that everyone has just got, you know, knots in their stomach when it comes to people racing at Eau Rouge, because it's such a fantastic corner, Rouge and Radion, and, you know, drivers love it, fans love it, but how much further can it go with no changes being made soon? I know they said that next year they're going to add gravel there and expand the runoff a bit, but I think there needs to be a serious investigation into that part of the track. I don't think it's a case of, we're just going to push it back a bit and add a gravel trap. Like, it's getting to the point now where I think it needs probably some serious modifications.
What, changing the corner completely? Or...
Well, from the plans that Spa revealed last year, because they're going to move the gravel.
Yeah, they're pushing the... Where's the actual gravel trap going? Because I saw that they'd...
I think it's going at Radion.
Okay. Because, yeah...
Not Eau Rouge, but they're going to build like a grandstand, like improved grandstand along there. But maybe it's a case of...
I think if gravel... I think the thing they really need to stop is the car bouncing back on track. Because if...
Yeah.
Thank goodness it wasn't the case. But, I mean, if Vettel's come in at full speed and... Luckily, there was no one near him, but could have easily had someone coming up 3 seconds later and ploughing into the side of him, which is not what you want to see.
No, I think, like you say, bouncing back onto the racing line and so the track isn't good, but there's just such short runoff anyway when you get up to the top of Eau Rouge. Like, you've got, a couple of metres, and then it's smack bang into a tyre barrier. And I know the tyre barriers are there to help absorb impact and stuff like that, but they're really, like, for the speeds that they're going, there really is not enough runoff at all, regardless if it was asphalt or gravel. To me personally, obviously I'm not a professional, I'm just an armchair expert, like you said earlier, but to me it seems like there's not enough runoff for the speeds that these cars are going. Yeah,
and it's such a high speed part of the track, and then it's a blind corner. Personally, I think the corner's fine. It's the runoff that, for me, that is the issue that's causing, just because it tightens so much, there's nowhere for the car to go other than back across the track, and that's what concerns me the most. And I mean, it's still very high speed, but Lando's gone in there in wet conditions where it's a lot slower. I think a big problem as well is it's also dangerous in the dry, not even just in the wet, because when you've got cars flying up that corner so quickly, that's when it's dangerous.
Yes. We've got a few people who have just joined us in the chat. So the session, we're in Q3. The session has been red flagged because Lando Norris has had an accident at Eau Rouge where the weather conditions were getting worse, and he aquaplaned and hit the barriers. He's out of the car, headed to the medical centre more than likely. But at the moment, it's chucking it down with rain. Debris still being cleared from the track. So we don't have yet an ETA as to when the session will resume. But yeah, now it's just a lot of drivers after finishing their runs, chatting to the media. But it is absolutely chucking it down there in Spa. So I can't see it start happening anytime soon.
It's going to be a long old time.
I might put the kettle on.
Just making a social.
So earlier, Tommy.
Go on.
When you said, I was really worried earlier that this would keep us going till 5 o'clock.
No, I said it, didn't I?
Honestly, why do you talk? Why do you, dear Michael Scott, why are you the way that you are?
Yeah.
Also, something that I hadn't thought of until just now is that my battery is running low on my laptop and I have my webcam and my microphone plugged in. So I'm going to have to lose one or the other.
Oh. Have you not got a multi-plug?
I don't know. I've only got 2 outputs.
Oh.
So I could either lose my camera and not be in 4K, which, to be honest, could be a good thing. Or, I don't know.
All the Katie Fairman fans aren't going to be happy about that.
I know. See me in my 4K.
But if it comes to it, yeah, I guess you have to just go on the other.
If it comes to it, I can go onto my other laptop that I have here. And this is on 100%, but it would just mean disappearing from the Zoom and reappearing somewhere else.
No, just we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah. We'll
how
play
much,
it by
how
ear.
much battery have you got left?
36%.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 13, then I would have been a bit worried.
Oh, okay, no. But I've got a feeling this is not going to be resumed anytime soon. Lando is currently undergoing checks at the Trackside Medical Centre. And yes, it could be, normally with a driver, if they have a crash that's over a certain amount of force, then something will go off in their car basically saying that they have to go to the media centre.
Oh my word,
impact.
Look at that rain.
That
is not starting anytime soon.
Can I put the kettle on?
Go for it.
Okay.
What's going on?
Let me know if you can hear it. Actually, let me mute myself so then you can't hear my kettle boiling in the background. Okay.
I'm just watching back the chat, but it's not caught back up yet. So, in fact, it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about the timer, so I can go on to the actual live chat and see what's going on. As it's trying to catch up with itself. Yeah, that was entirely predictable, unfortunately. That's just... These things just shouldn't be happening in F1 still. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Update, yeah, Lando's currently undergoing checks, so hopefully it's nothing major, but Sebastian Vettel is just, what a guy. It just had to be Vettel, didn't it, that was there. Seb for race director. I was thinking the very same thing, actually, that someone that knows the sport, he's driven in the sport, he's incredibly like, I'm trying to think of the word, and it's not coming to my brain, but not humble, but I wish Katie was here to tell me what the word was that I'm thinking of. But yeah, he's compassionate, that's the word. Who is at fault? Well, they should have called it a long time ago. Obviously, Lando has gone in the wall, which is fault of his own, but it was so predictable he was going to aquaplane off there that the track conditions are so bad that Formula 1 cars are not designed to run on essentially a lake. And the track was an absolute lake. Ban Abyss. Yes, I will be doing that right now. Yeah, so Massey should have really... Well, the race directors saw what was going on. I can't believe that as soon as you saw how bad it was that they've not just gone red flag. It's just a case of pressing a button, surely. Lando backs off, going into the highest speed corner. It was so inevitable. So just seeing Lando leaving his car. He was holding his arm, so let's hope it's nothing serious. But I mean, that could have been Lando's pole position. Such a horrible way for that session to be. So the rain is absolutely apocalyptic at the moment. It doesn't look like it's going to be... This isn't restarting anytime soon. I think we could see Van Dorn driving tomorrow. So to answer that, I don't think a driver can replace a driver without doing the qualifying session. I think it's too late. That, essentially they've run that car and Lando Norris has crashed out of qualifying, so it's not like they can just put another driver in the car even if Lando is injured. I don't believe that's the case. I think you have to do a qualifying session before you can have another driver in the car.
I think that's also the case.
Yeah.
I can double check in the sporting regs quickly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they say that for you to do that, you have to have done a qualifying session, which I think they call things like practice, like almost like a qualifying kind of thing. So, but like you say,
yeah, because wasn't it? I'm trying to think who. Well, Hulkenberg was really late, wasn't he? But he still did FP3.
Yeah.
So it can be a case of Friday, jumping in on the Saturday or whatever. But that was
intense.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Yeah, W Series has been delayed, but that's not really surprising. Right, let's have a look through the...
Get some good message.
Sporting regulations and see what it says.
Yeah. Stop spamming. Who's... For God's sake.
Yeah, please don't spread fake gossip in the chat either. We will wait for an update on Lando's condition when McLaren give it to us.
So yeah, I'm very curious to know that if this is going to continue. I mean, the safety car's going very slow there, so you can't see the spray. Like a Formula One car would be absolutely shifting that spray.
Yeah. There is plenty of hours left, though, until it's deemed, too dark or whatever to continue. So
yeah,
it could be that we go racing in 2 hours or qualifying in 2 hours, because I think the F3 race was at 4:30.
Yeah,
UK
I mean
time tonight, so it'd be 5 o'clock.
W Series and F3 won't be happy, but
yeah,
it's not. F1 comes first, and they will cancel everything to make room for.
Yeah. Look at that elevation change in that shot there. Just shows you how much they go round and down.
What colour are your pillows, Katie? If they're not orange, same colour as my t-shirt, yellow, mustard yellow.
So these are actually mustard.
This is mustard.
I know. I feel like a fraud. But yeah, they're mustard yellow, and I know they look orange on the podcast and on this, but yeah, they're actually mustard yellow. So sorry to disappoint everyone, but comments on the pillows every week, every time I do the podcast, I see them all. People happy that I rearranged my whole living room to match the podcast setup. But what can I say? I'm just Such a WTF1 fangirl.
Comment on our Instagram. Boycott the race or add a chicane. I mean, don't get me wrong.
What?
Eau Rouge
No.
is making me a bit angsty, but it's not the kind of situation.
Loads of people have just said the live feed's just gone down.
Oh, really?
Like, people are saying SBN has gone down, Sky Sports has gone down. So I don't know if ours is soon to drop out.
I wonder if that means, yeah, like lightning strike or something, or just thunderstorms, maybe.
Yeah. I've been at Spa when there's been thunderstorms ahead. And same in Hungary. And I hate thunder and lightning. Like, despise it. It's one of my biggest fears.
I think you told me that before, that you're...
Yeah. I mean, I've got a necklace, which I got last week, which has got a little lightning fork, I guess they're called, aren't they? Little lightning forks?
Yeah.
But that was more to do with, like, electric stuff, not thunder and lightning. But yeah, that's up there with... I don't even know what I have as a phobia. Other things. Are you scared of anything, Tommy?
Qualifying
having your
watchalongs.
verification taken away.
Am I scared of anything? I mean, I'm not scared of anything. I wouldn't, obviously if you like made me do a bungee jump, I'd be absolutely terrified.
Oh no,
that
thanks,
sort of thing. But I wouldn't say I'm like scared of heights. But obviously, I have my limit with certain things that I'm a bit of a wuss.
Yeah.
So.
What are people put in the chat? What are other people scared of? Because there must be some funny, odd things. Like Mark Webber said on the Motormouth podcast that he is scared of cotton wool.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently that's quite a common one.
Is it?
Yeah, like I know people that are scared of Q-tips if you're American, cotton buds in the UK. And yeah, like there's some odd.
I've got a cotton bud there. I was
going
to grab it and go, ooh. That is weird, isn't it? I wonder why that is.
Your accents, somebody said, Eduardo in the chat says, your accents are mesmerizing. As a Mexican guy used to American accents. Well, thanks very much. Oh, here are all the phobias coming in. Okay. I hate heights. Yeah. Somebody said, Tommy, are you scared of Final Thoughts?
Yes, that is what I should have said.
Solomon Music. Yeah, there we go. You listen to the podcast. Amazing. Frogs. Somebody's scared of frogs. I mean, I guess they're quite slimy and move quite quickly. Somebody said, my girlfriend is scared of crickets. I'm scared of mustard pillows.
Just cricket.
They're scared of mustard pillows. So I'll just try and cover these up. Scared of heights. Howling wind. Yeah, I mean, wind, like just the natural elements is quite scary. Like the sea. I live near the sea, and like
Mercedes domination. Yeah.
Some of these answers are class.
I'm scared of a team dominating after the 2020 regs, 2022 regs.
Sandpaper.
Vettel fans are scary. Yeah, scared of saying anything wrong on Twitter is probably
that's a good one.
That keeps me up at night.
Scared of wasps. You and Lando the same. Okay, he doesn't like them. Cauliflower cheese. Is that a genuine fear?
Oh, cauliflower cheese is
you
banging.
And Wilson? I love cauliflower cheese. That's amazing. Scared of failure.
Magpies. That's my phobia.
These are amazing. Somebody said they're scared of their girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
These are amazing. This is really, this is the red flag content that people have tuned
scared
in
of balloons. For. Frank would not.
That's not Frank, man. Frank loves balloons, doesn't he? I'm scared of Tommy's jinxing power.
Yeah.
This is said, yeah.
Fair.
Somebody said, Tommy and Katie, do you watch Ted Lasso, which is the show on Apple TV? And I don't, but I want to. I've recently got Apple TV this week, and I'm watching the morning show, which is really good. And then I watched Defending
Other streaming
Jacob.
services are available.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, honestly, I pay for everything. I've got Netflix, Prime, Apple TV, Now TV. Like,
well, the Schumacher documentary
services.
is coming out soon, isn't it? Is that a couple of weeks, 3 weeks time, something like that?
Yeah, 15th of September that comes out. Somebody said they're scared of me, which is upsetting.
So am I.
I'm going to go and cry now. So thanks.
Oh
my gosh, somebody's gone onto the track on a go-kart.
No, that's not.
Oh,
it's
I was like, what the hell? I thought somebody just snuck on.
God.
Oh my
That
god!
is absolutely
I
hilarious.
literally wasn't looking.
Oh my
I
god!
wasn't
I
looking
looked
at the
up.
screen.
I looked up and then saw someone on a go-kart, and oh my god,
dear.
that is hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny. I was like, what the hell? Somebody's like, got somehow managed to get their way onto the track. Sorry, chat for scaring you there.
That is.
Nobody's boycotted and like jumped on the track in a go-kart. I'm just being an idiot.
That is hilarious.
I am so gullible. I mean, really, shouldn't probably be a journalist because I believe absolutely everything I
session's
hear
restarting.
and see. Oh.
No, it's not. I just wanted to test.
Oh,
his gullibility. Gullibility, is that a word?
I don't. Honest to God, I fall for everything. I'm just too trusting in people. That's my problem.
You're scared of lies.
I am. I'm scared of the truth. Oh dear. Yeah, lots of people saying they're scared of me.
You're pretty scary.
So I've heard. Especially waking up first thing in the morning, no makeup, it's a terrifying sight. Oh, come on, we don't need to see the Lando crash again. I'm going to go and open some blinds because for some reason my room has gone very dark. I think the rain from Spa is making its way down to the south coast because it's gone very dark. So I'll be just back in a second.
Why can't we just have the perfect amount of rain ever in Formula One? We finally got rain, and it's cancelled.
That's better. Hopefully, we'll see.
Sorry,
Oh,
Katie,
right.
but I am going to tweet about your talking about the
Oh
go-kart
no!
because that is just,
No!
that has made my day.
Well, there you go. I'm glad that I've brought some form of entertainment to your day. I'm here all week. Oh dear. What an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
That is superb. Matt's had quite a good idea on Twitter that I just seen in a reply to me on
Oh,
Twitter. Seb should be the F1 equivalent of a player manager where he makes the calls but also drive. I mean, he seems to be able to make better calls than Massey whilst he's driving around. So he could.
Oh my god, you
be
put it on the WTF1 Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Sorry. That's just really funny. I'm going to be famous. You can. I mean,
can't believe it.
I know that these drivers have got to do press duties, but you can tell all their minds are just elsewhere with Lando. But...
Oh, that was so obvious. I still can't believe how obvious that was, and it's quite easy to, like, in hindsight, go, "Oh, Massey, what are you doing?" But I mean, we called that. Vettel called it. Everyone at home was probably thinking the same thing. So poor.
Really, it's not great.
Did it finish? What have I missed? You have missed. Lando Norris has had a big crash at Eau Rouge.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at that. I'm just laughing at responses to the go-kart tweet.
Oh, the go-kart tweet.
Poorly timed laugh.
You've
I
missed.
apologise.
Yeah, you've missed. You've missed Katie thinking someone has got onto the track in a go-kart. That was quite eventful. You've missed me predicting Lance Stroll to finish second and him getting knocked out in Q2, and starting pretty much last.
We're professionals. What more can I say? We are
just let. To be honest, I've not seen anyone say this yet, but just looking at that tweet again, let them finish the session in go-karts, equal cars. It'd be far less dangerous.
Yes.
And just then we get like a proper battle of who can get one lap in a go-kart, everyone out on track at the same time if they want.
I'm laughing at the response to the go-kart tweet. It's on 1,000 likes in 2 minutes. 1,000 people have seen how stupid I am. Oh dear, that's funny. Right, I might have to switch my Zooms because my laptop is about to die. Unless I literally, wait, chat, see if you can tell that I've changed my camera. Because at the moment I'm using one that's like a special extra one, but I can move it to the one that comes with my laptop, and it means I can unplug the camera. So if the quality is diabolical and I literally look like a blob, then obviously we can switch laptops. But
Hello,
if
Frank.
this works, oh, there you go. This is what we need. We need Frank content.
I was going to say he can sense that. Come on, mate, come here. Oh.
What's what? I don't want to unplug the wrong thing here, which I probably will do.
Hello, mate.
Let me move it up a bit as well.
Oh, right. So the safety car looks like it's back out again.
Okay.
Unless that's, you can never know when it's live or not. So the safety car's back out. Hopefully.
I'm trying to figure out which plug is which because I don't want to unplug the wrong thing. That's for the
Petition to share the carts. That would be really funny. They
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Actually show the kart race.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see little Frank. Oh. Right, okay. We've got an alternative now. This camera actually shows how they're not orange, these pillows. This is, I think it's the contrast on the other one that I used.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you were extremely high contrast on the other.
Yeah, people can see now that I'm actually really pale, which I think is why I had the contrast up so high. But that's fine.
Right, what's going on in the chat? Frank, here we go. Massey out. Who's Frank? Yeah, I should probably mention that Frank is my dog before, like, the people that won't watch the podcast and stuff won't know that Frank is my dog. 3-minute warning. It stopped raining. Okay. So how long's left? 8 minutes and 50
Wait,
seconds.
you say 3-minute warning? I thought they'd give us a 5-minute warning. Session will resume at...
Yeah, so 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Oh, okay.
Here we go then.
I'm sure they normally give more warning than just...
I guess
Maybe
they
it's
don't have
because
time
we're
to
behind. We might be behind, actually. By a few minutes. Oh, dear.
Right. We're going to get some racing underway. Stay dry for the whole session. We might get
Please.
that dry running at the end. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Oh, thank goodness we're getting back underway.
entertain yourselves. 2 seconds.
Oh, you're off. Okay, bye, mate. Right. So, as we said, session will resume in just a few moments' time. Obviously, Lando Norris will not be setting a time because he is probably still in the medical centre. But to remind you of who will be fighting for that pole position, we've got Sebastian Vettel, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Pierre Gasly, Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and last but not least, Esteban Ocon, last time out race winner. So let's pop in the chat because I know a lot of people before that accident had their money on Lando Norris for pole. Who do you think now that he is out of the running will be on pole position? Let's have a look on here. It is a shame. I think Tommy mentioned it while I was making myself a cup of tea that that could have been Lando's pole. It really could have been. He looked so quick, Q1 and Q2. People keep writing West Ham United in the chat. This is not a football watch along.
Here we go.
9 cars. Hello from Kenya. Somebody said Fabio said Bottas can't get pole. I don't know. I said that earlier. People said Bottas can't get pole, which is true. He could technically go fastest, but yeah, he won't be on pole position. So thanks for pointing that out, guys. Got my back. But let's have a look. So yeah, Esteban Ocon sat on his lonesome at the end of the pit lane, waiting.
Eager to get out in case it rains again. I mean, It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
mean,
bad shout.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
These sessions, you need to
Full
be
wets
on
as well.
track all the time. You need to be on the right tyre.
Mm-hmm. And like we said earlier, Esteban has proved that he can be very quick around here, getting that P3 qualifying spot in 2018 in the Racing Point. So perhaps maybe if he times this right with his tyres and the conditions of the track,
Timer,
this could
right.
be a good time.
08:20.
Yes, our predictions on the watch-along sheet is pre-penalty applied.
Yes.
So, yeah,
We didn't
my
think
prediction
Stroll
for
would
Bottas
finish.
P4.
I didn't think
yeah.
Stroll would finish minus third.
It's a good point. Good point. I'll let you have that. But instead, he's going to finish or start P20. Maybe. Right, 4 cars on track. Both Red Bulls heading out. Hamilton, Bottas on their outlaps. Vettel on an outlap. Gasly, Ricciardo, looks like they're staying in their pit boxes for the time being. So once again, a mix of people going out on full wets and inters. Red Bulls are out on inters. Hamilton and Bottas
Inters does seem like... I guess they're just hoping that it stopped raining, all the water shifts. Russell's on full wet, so people still don't know what to go for.
Oh.
Which is exciting.
Which I really like.
Yeah, definitely.
It definitely is a lot more fun to have a mix and a gamble. A bit like Russian roulette, isn't it? Not knowing what's going to be the best option.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. So who? What's Gasly on?
Oh, Ocon's come in already.
It just says out. Ocon. Oh, Ocon's changed to
Ocon's
inters.
going for inters.
So,
right, there we go. So Russell probably will do the same shortly.
Yeah.
Because he's the only other one out in full wets.
So inters are the way to go. That's a big advantage to be out on the inters already, because you're just going to go quicker and quicker as you shift more water and get used to the inters, and just that's a big fail for Russell already and Ocon.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for Russell.
That is the right context, right?
Yeah.
F's in the chat. Yeah. See, I'm down with the kids. You know.
God, as if you just used that phrase.
It's like the clip of that. Is it something Steve Rusacki? I mean, I don't know his surnames, but with his backwards cap and his skateboard. How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah.
That's me right now with my F's in the chat.
Here we go then. Hamilton on a fast lap.
Oh, that is
very
quick.
sketchy, like these conditions. So much spray coming off the tyres. It's insane. Still unbelievable amount of spray. I mean, they wouldn't be racing. They wouldn't be racing in this. Qualifying's a little bit different because they're all separated, but the spray is unbelievable. I mean, they're going to shift the water themselves. So,
I mean, Hamilton is wiggling all over the place, and that's Hamilton.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Touch wood.
Hamilton's
remains a clean session, eh?
Yeah. So Verstappen's gone purple. Ooh, big moment into P1. Wow, so Verstappen is on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
not taking any prisoners.
We see this a lot with Verstappen. I mentioned it in Q1. He doesn't like to ease into laps. I mean, he's all over the place. He kind of does the whole bin or win thing, even on, like a sighter lap. He doesn't seem to have a kind of filter, does he? So I wouldn't be surprised if Verstappen goes quick, but then we see Hamilton catch up later.
Yeah.
2015 for Hamilton then. So they're back kind of what they were doing before, like fairly early in the session, like the 2-minute lap times. Bottas is a second and a half.
2 seconds, yeah, second and a half
off his teammate. Oh, so
Yeah,
Hamilton
Max
did
gets
go purple, so I think Max might actually be slower here.
Depends on this final sector.
Second. So
Yeah.
Hamilton's gone a second quicker than Verstappen on his first lap. Hamilton looking very good. We all know how good he is in.
Yeah, these conditions. Be interesting to see how Valtteri gets on, because as we said on the last podcast,
He cannot drive in the rain, so
he cannot, not really. If you look at his track record, he's got 100% of binning it pretty much, or like ruining his race when he's in the rain. So
yeah.
we shall wait and see if he can hold on to a decent spot before the penalty, obviously. But
Not a great lap from Perez.
no.
6th. 2.5
Yeah, that's not
seconds
ideal.
off. So he's had a shocker.
Mhm. I wonder if Gasly could actually
Ricardo's had a shocker.
beat Perez here. Max is going very slowly. I'm guessing he's letting someone by. Yeah.
See, this is the bit of the TV direction where it's like, can we see Russell and Ocon? They're clearly like doing a
Yeah.
lap. Why do
Yeah.
we see the slower cars?
No, I know.
Like,
Or
I know
at
they're
least
the
have, like, a drop-down or something.
I know they're the championship contenders, but I'd much rather see people that are actually setting laps than a Verstappen in lap. So there's going to be no time to pit here. So it is just a case
Yeah,
of
this is
they're doing a back-off
foot
lap
down.
and then they're going to put their foot down and go again.
Yeah. They all look fairly spaced out. I mean, Verstappen is behind Perez.
Sergio's
so
looking quick now.
yeah.
He's gone a lot quicker.
Vettel's going to get a nice little toe of Perez if he is
can
close
see.
enough behind. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, generally most cars seem to be fairly spaced out. Right, so we're on board with Checo now.
So if anyone's just joined, there's 1:10 to go. As you can see from the timer in Q3, it's been very delayed.
Mhm.
And Sergio goes second. P2.
Okay,
Currently
that's
got
an improvement.
Hamilton first. Perez second. Verstappen
But it might
third,
be worth
Bottas
getting
fourth.
these laps in quick, because obviously we don't want to happen, but anything could happen in this last minute.
Yeah, exactly. A yellow flag.
So it's
or
important to
something like
get a time in ASAP. Jeez, that photographer,
that
is
photographer
brave.
is brave boy.
Brave boy.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Hamilton's just in front of Max here.
So he is, yes. Oh my goodness. Max, how on earth can you see where you're going?
That
Russell's
George-
gone fastest in sector 1.
George Russell's gone purple in sector 1. I'm sorry, what?
Oh my God.
No.
I'm sorry for the headphone users there. I just shouted, but oh my God, George Russell's just gone purple in sector 1.
That must...
I'm speechless.
Yeah. I wouldn't get
No, I
too
can't.
excited
I can't.
because sector 1 is not really a sector. It's just
Oh,
a corner.
time's going. Come on, George. Come
So
on.
this is where it really matters. Let's find out
Yeah.
what George is doing.
Please.
Wait, what? George is
He's got
1.7
he's got
seconds
Hamilton.
quicker.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, you're joking.
Oh my
no,
gosh,
wait.
chat,
Oh,
chat, I can't do. Look,
okay.
Hamilton's just gone circle in sector 2, but still.
Just gone circle.
Come on, George.
Can't even speak anymore.
I can't. I'm so excited.
So the track evolution is insane.
Yes, come on, George. Come on.
So it's going to be last across the line.
Yeah.
So
Come on, George.
might-
Come on.
George Russell goes pole. But Hamilton's going to improve,
Pole.
surely.
We've still got Hamilton. We've got Hamilton to go, but still.
No,
Oh
but they're
my
not. They're
God.
not improving that much. Hamilton's
Stop
not
it.
beating him.
Oh my God.
No, this can't be happening.
We've What about
No,
Max?
this
What
can't
about
be
Max?
happening.
What about Max? I can't.
Wait, but who else is...
Press hasn't improved. Press has gone P3.
Bottas hasn't improved. Russell
has gone
could genuinely be
P4.
on pole here in a Williams.
Oh
No
my
way. No
God.
way. No
Vettel,
way. No
only
way.
P3.
No
It's
way.
all on Verstappen. It's all on Verstappen. This is what I mean, though. We need to see what the other guys are doing.
Oh!
Oh!
I love Max, but I really wish he hadn't done that.
Oh!
Fair play.
Come on.
George
Fair
Russell,
play, holy
P2.
moly.
George Russell, P2 in a Williams. Are you actually joking?
I thought Matt putting it top 5, I was like, what is he playing at? But oh my God! That's fantastic. That is fantastic. George Russell is going to start
on the front row. Ricardo, 4th.
Yes, come on, Danny Rick. That's what we want.
They're people still crossing the line, yeah?
Yeah.
Ocon,
I mean,
9th.
Ocon, and that's it.
Wow.
Guys, I don't know how. I'm like literally like the Carlos Sainz meme. I seriously don't know how to act right now. Oh my God.
I can't believe that's just happened.
I am genuinely speechless.
No, that can't be. He's finished 2nd.
Look at him in the
Just
in
give
the
him,
cockpit.
give him the Mercedes seat now.
Oh God,
That is
it must be.
unbelievable.
Toto Wolff, straight after this quali session, he's going, right, put your name on this bit of paper right now.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my God.
That is unreal. He's out-qualified Hamilton.
Yeah, people in the. That is
I can't
phenomenal.
believe that has just
Oh
happened.
my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy for all those boys and girls at Williams as well. Sorry, I keep clapping, and I'm sure that's really not doing much for the audio
Oh
listeners. But
my word.
that was worth waiting for.
That was worth waiting for.
Mate, we've got to do a podcast after this.
Well, there's a lot to talk about now, which is great.
There is.
We should probably save a lot of it for the podcast, but that
Yeah,
is
that's true.
actually incredible.
Oh my goodness. All the chat what just happened? Who's this person that keeps putting West Ham United in the chat? Take your West Ham chat elsewhere, mate. We're talking about
I'm
George
sorry.
Russell at the moment.
So Max finally is like, oh, I've not got Bottas near me, and he's got George Russell on the front row, with nothing to lose. That is insane. George Russell in P2. Is that actually? Is that actually just
I can't
happened?
process this information.
That is one of the greatest qualifying laps of all time, surely, to get P2 in a Williams. That is
I really
absolutely
hope
unbelievable.
Frank and Claire are watching somewhere.
I thought you meant my Frank. I was like, what? It's like, no, he's gone upstairs.
I hope Frank's watching. No, I hope that Frank and Claire are able to watch this.
My
the whole Williams family.
goodness me.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. George Russell just got P2 with a Williams. I honestly...
That is...
like you say, I love Max.
F1.
I think he's great. But, yeah, mate, come on. Let us have a poll for George Russell.
A Williams poll would be like... That would be like...
Peak
one of the
2021.
greatest things to ever... But, I mean, wow. What a race tomorrow, though. We've got George Russell split the two title contenders in a Williams. That is actually unbelievable.
I am flabbergasted.
And just to bring it... No, I'll save it for the podcast.
Okay, save it for the podcast. Yeah, save it for the pod.
Wow. George Russell on the front row. That is unbelievable.
Astounded.
That is actually a joke.
Wow. I mean, what a birthday present to Valtteri Bottas, right? Here you go. I'm on second row on the grid in a Williams. Happy birthday. Your career Mercedes is over.
Yeah. That is...
People saying best lap of the decade.
Oh, look at Danny Rick. So congrats.
Oh, look at that. They're so sweet.
That's awesome. Right. We'll be back then for a podcast later to talk about George Russell out-qualifying Lewis Hamilton and Bottas and putting it P2 in a Williams. What on earth has just happened?
I need to lie down.
What a day. Right.
What a day.
That is
Wow.
insane.
Thank you so much to everyone that tuned in and stayed tuned in during that hefty red flag period. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, it's been
made
a long
my day with all your comments.
Wow, 2 hour.
2 hours. My laptop sounds like it's about to explode.
Excellent.
So I think that's probably time for us to head off
goodbye.
and listen to what George Russell's got to say.
Cool. All right, guys.
Adios.